What if everything falling apart right now is not a punishment? What if it's a message? The universe doesn't send emails. It doesn't text you. But it speaks through pain, through patterns, through moments that stop you cold. Most people miss every single signal. Today, you won't. These are the 7 signs the universe gives when you're on the wrong path. And if you ignore this, the next sign will be louder. Before your mind catches up, your body already knows. That chronic fatigue after a full night's sleep. That tightness in your chest every Sunday evening. That's not a medical mystery. That's a spiritual alarm going off inside a physical machine. Your nervous system picks up misalignment before your conscious mind ever will. Pay attention to when these symptoms appear. Are they worse on Monday mornings? Do they disappear when you talk about that dream you keep postponing? The body keeps the score, and right now, it may be telling you that the path you're walking belongs to someone else's life. The signal is there. The question is whether you're brave enough to hear it. Look at your 5 closest relationships right now. Are those people pulling you toward who you're called to become, or anchoring you to who you're trying to leave behind? Energy blocks don't always come from inside. Some of the heaviest ones come wrapped in familiarity. They come with history. They show up at family dinners and never leave the group chat. Proverbs 13 verse 20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." That's not poetry. That's spiritual law. If every conversation leaves you more confused, more contracted, more small, that relationship is part of the wrong path, not the right one. Have you been defending your dreams to the same people, over and over, walking away each time feeling slightly less certain of yourself? That's not humility. That's erosion. And the universe noticed before you did. And if you're still here, it means you already know at least 3 of these are happening in your life. That's not a coincidence. That's exactly why you clicked on this video. Here's what happens when you ignore your intuition long enough: it stops arguing with you. People call this finding peace. It is not peace. It is surrender. Intuition speaks quietly at first, a hesitation before you sign the contract, a heaviness before you say yes, a flash of clarity at 3 a.m. that disappears by morning. When you consistently override that voice, it goes quiet. Not because it left. Because it learned you weren't listening. Isaiah 30 verse 21 says, "Your ears will hear a voice behind you, saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" That voice is the compass built into every human being. When you're on the wrong path, that compass gets ignored until it becomes background noise. And background noise, over time, starts to sound like normal life. Don't let that happen to you. Listen, there's a difference between hard work and constant resistance. Hard work has momentum. It tires you out in a way that feels earned. But resistance doesn't feel like effort. It feels like friction. Like dragging yourself through wet concrete. Projects stall. Plans collapse. What works easily for others becomes inexplicably complicated for you. And you spend enormous energy explaining to yourself why it's still worth it. Here's the critical distinction most people miss. Resistance is heaviest not just when you're avoiding your calling, it's also heaviest when you're pursuing the wrong calling. When you're building someone else's dream. When you're living a story written by your family, your culture, or your fear? Where in your life does everything feel unnecessarily hard? Where do your best efforts dissolve before they produce results? Those aren't places where you need more willpower. They're coordinates where the universe is drawing a boundary, saying, clearly, this is not your territory. The universe is not punishing you with obstacles. It is protecting you from the wrong destination. Every door that won't open is a door you were never supposed to walk through. Different face, same dynamic. Different job, same dysfunction. Different relationship, same wound. This is one of the most misunderstood spiritual mechanics there is. Repeated patterns are not bad luck. They are curriculum. The universe is a relentless teacher, and it will keep presenting the same exam until you pass it. Not by enduring it. By actually learning what it's trying to teach you. What recurring situation exhausts you the most? What scenario keeps showing up with different people but the same emotional core? That's your lesson, not your punishment. And here's the liberating truth: the moment you genuinely learn it, the pattern stops. The universe has no interest in repeating what's already been understood. So instead of asking, why does this keep happening to me? Start asking, what is this trying to show me that I haven't been willing to see? That one shift in question changes everything. Think back, and really think, to the last time you felt genuinely, unself-consciously alive. Not happy because things were going well. Alive because you were doing something that felt completely like yourself. When was that? If you have to travel years back to find that moment, pay attention. Because joy is not a personality type. It's not something some people have and others don't. Joy is what happens when your daily life is in conversation with your purpose. It is the emotional signature of spiritual alignment. And its absence is one of the clearest signs from the universe that something fundamental has gone wrong. Are you spending your hours in ways that accumulate into something you actually believe in? Because here's the thing about joy, it is not a reward for the right life. It is the evidence of it. And when it's been missing for this long, the universe is tapping you on the shoulder, asking, when are you coming back to yourself? 6 signs. And every single one of them has been building toward this. The final sign is the one people misunderstand the most. They think it means they've failed. It doesn't. It means the universe just ran out of patience for subtlety. The relationship ends. The career crumbles. The finances disappear. And you stand in the middle of it, shell-shocked, wondering what you did to deserve such comprehensive destruction. I need to say something to you right now that may be the most important thing in this entire video. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your real one. When multiple structures collapse simultaneously, the universe is not punishing you. It's executing a complete reset, because the adjustments you needed were too fundamental for a partial renovation. You can't renovate a foundation. You have to clear the ground. Job 23 verse 10 says it plainly, when he has tested me, I will come forth as gold. Gold does not emerge from comfort. It emerges from fire. And the universe only applies that level of heat to something it considers worth refining. This is your spiritual awakening. Not the gentle, candlelit version people post about on social media. The real one, The kind that breaks you open instead of just breaking you. The kind that takes everything that was never really yours and clears the ground for everything that actually is. What you're experiencing right now may not be a life falling apart. It may be a life falling into place. Sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together. Marilyn Monroe. 7 signs. Your body breaking down. The people draining you. Your intuition going silent. Resistance following every step. Patterns repeating without mercy. Joy becoming a memory. And everything collapsing at once. These are not evidence that life is against you. These are the universe speaking, loudly, clearly, with love, telling you the path you're on is not the path you're for. Here's what I want you to carry when this video ends. The wrong path is not a failure. It is information. Every step you took on the wrong path taught you something the right path will require. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was accidental. Your life has been building toward a version of you that doesn't yet exist, and the universe has been trying to introduce you to that person for longer than you know. The only question that matters now is simple. Are you finally ready to listen? Because the signs are there. They've always been there. And now, you know exactly what they look like.